Welcome back, guys. This is Gaming with Alston, and today we are on episode 114 of Pyramid City. What we're going to do this episode is to keep adding stairs. The reason I'm going towards a scale model of 4 pixels to 1 pixel for my mural, I'm doing this so you could still recognize the characters in a bit of, and I can, because I like to add a little bit of detail to it. But if I did 12 pixels, if I did 1 pixel to 8 pixels, that'd get pretty creepy. Things are gonna get pretty creepy. Like, creepy realistic. That's how realistic it would look. It'd look pretty when it goes to how realistic animation looks, the Polar Express is an example of animation that is extremely realistic looking. If a video game had that level of CGI, it would annihilate every computer. It would probably annihilate even the most powerful graphics cards in the consumer market. It would annihilate even the most powerful graphics cards. The games with that level of CGI, it's gonna punish every last graphics card. It would punish even the biggest and baddest of graphics cards. Imagine if that CGI those graphics was like the big bag of the wolf, and the graphics cards were like the houses the pigs were in. A house. Like, it would punish even the, like, Beowulf, like the computer animated film from 2007. It has a higher degree of realism. when it goes to CGI. That level of CGI would punish the biggest and baddest when it goes to the graphics cards we have. That level of CGI would punish even the biggest and baddest when it goes to graphics cards. It's gonna punish even the biggest and baddest when it goes to graphics cards. And to prove the Earth is not flat, there are videos taken from the ISS that are live streamed. But the Flat Earthers' response is NASA's bullshit. They hire special effects team to fake that footage. That's how massive forehead... Like, he doesn't even understand the concept of gravity. Giant forehead? Yes, I'm talking about giant forehead. I call him that because he really does have a giant forehead. He does indeed have a massive forehead. That's how massive forehead believes that the Earth is flat. He doesn't even understand the concept of gravity. Where's your Nobel Prize proven against Einstein's theory of relativity? He stares at the sun a lot while lying down. And the sun gazing, the anorexia and craving for raw human flesh has a lot of it has to do with that. Like when he was sun gazing, he had seen something that told him to not eat anything anymore. And then he ended up, his family got concerned as he was not eating at all. And they sent him to a hospital where they put him under supervision. 9 days, exactly. They shoved the tube into his nose, which made it hard for him to breathe because... which explained why he couldn't sleep throughout the 9 days. he couldn't sleep very well. While under observation, he had a craving for raw human flesh. He ended up developing a craving for raw human flesh. He lets meat sit out in a jar, wait a few months, and eat it when it's a gooey, moldy mess. Not only the rotten meat gets him high, but it's also poisoning him. It's also poisoning him. The high feeling he's experiencing is the poisoning that he's getting, is the result of the poisoning from the rotten meat. He eats months-old rotten meat. Yet he's not the only one that eats raw meat. I myself used to follow a similar diet to his, except I didn't eat. The only raw meat I ate was raw fish. Then I decided to stop eating meat altogether because of how bad meat is for your health and the suffering animals have to go through, and the environmental concerns of meat consumption. Then eventually I decided to go vegan. Almost 9 months ago. And since going vegan, my health has actually improved. If you're concerned with high blood pressure, my diet advice to you is to stop eating meat. And do a daily workout. My advice to you is to go vegan and work out every day. That's my diet advice to you. If you're concerned about high blood pressure. And Massive Forehead is very delusional. He believes that the higher your cholesterol levels are, the longer you live. He's a very delusional man. Eventually, I might think about having a debate with him. I might think about having a debate with him. Farage, you definitely belong in a mental hospital. Based on a lot of the things you said about your experience and what you do, based on what you say about yourself, what you do every day, I think you definitely belong in a mental hospital, Sparage. Because you had a craving for raw human flesh after you've been locked up. Based on what you said, I think you definitely belong in a mental hospital. Based on... One of the problems I had with the carnivore diet is that even though I was consuming a lot more protein than normal, my hair was falling out. That was because I was taking in very little carbs. That's the problem. My advice to you is don't ever follow the carnivore diet. You'd be better off on a vegan diet. You'd actually be better off on a vegan diet. For most of us. You'd be better off on a vegan diet. It's not that cats don't want to go vegan, it's that they cannot. Even if they really wanted to. But you know, humans are able to go vegan. We don't need meat in our diet to survive. Cats cannot go vegan, unlike humans. Because for one, they have very short guts. Relative to humans. And two, they might not be able to produce... And two, they cannot produce enough taurine. So they have to source it in their diet. The best source of taurine in cats is raw meat. And Sverige eats months-old rotten meat. When I had a friend for a sleepover, one thing that he noticed to change for me was my diet. Because back in July, when he spent the night with me back in 2016, I still consumed meat. A lot of meat. That diet was probably making my hair fall out. That meat-only diet was... The diet that consisted primarily of meat is... Then I realized not only it's bad for my health, but it might be responsible for making my hair fall out. And since going vegan, I don't have to worry about vitamin A toxicity. Since I'm vegan, I don't have to worry about vitamin A toxicity. Yet I have to worry about how I could get my B12 without killing animals, or exploiting them in any way. One way how you can get B12 as a vegan: energy drinks. Yes, the taurine is synthetic, which means you don't have to do your thing on a bull to get it. A bull is basically a male cow. One thing, the difference between a zoo and a sanctuary is that in a sanctuary, the enclosures are a lot bigger. anyways, this should be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video. Dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe for more. And share this with your friends on social media to help my channel grow. If you want my channel to grow, I encourage you to share this with your friends on social media. And as always, this is Gaming with Dalston signing off. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for more content like this. And as always, stay tuned for more. Gaming with Dalston signing off, and choose.